Imagine a kingdom of vast power, ancient Persia, ruled by King Xerxes, a man of immense wealth and authority. But within this grand empire, a hidden drama was about to unfold, a story of courage, faith, and divine intervention. This is the story of Esther. We begin in the capital city of Susa, where a Jewish exile named Mordecai raised his orphaned cousin Hadassah, who would later be known as Esther. At this time, King Xerxes, in a fit of royal rage, had banished his queen Vashti. He then ordered a search throughout the kingdom for a new queen, a woman of exceptional beauty. Little did he know, this search would change the course of history.
Esther, a young woman of quiet strength and deep faith, a faith forged in the crucible of hardship and tempered by unwavering trust, was among the chosen. Chosen, though the purpose remained veiled, a mystery unfolding, a grand design etched in the unseen realms. Following Mordecai's instructions, a voice of wisdom, a steadfast anchor in the swirling currents of the court, she kept her Jewish identity a secret, a hidden ember glowing within her soul, a flame of heritage nurtured in the shadows, waiting for its appointed hour. She was brought to the king's palace, a gilded cage of power and intrigue, a stage where destinies collided and secrets whispered through the halls, and with her grace and beauty, an inner radiance that shone brighter than any jewel, won the favor of Haggai, the king's eunuch, a man who saw beyond the surface, discerning the strength beneath her gentle demeanor, the quiet resolve that marked her as exceptional. And ultimately, the king himself, Xerxes, a ruler of vast domains, a man accustomed to the deference of multitudes, was captivated by Esther, her presence a calming influence, a sanctuary of peace, in the turbulent sea of his responsibilities. He was drawn to her quiet dignity, her unwavering composure, her ability to listen with a compassionate heart, and crowned her his queen, a decision that would reverberate through the corridors of history, a pivotal moment in the unfolding drama. Thus, a Jewish orphan, a daughter of a people scattered across the vast Persian Empire, a descendant of a lineage marked by both profound suffering and unwavering resilience, became the Queen of Persia, a twist of fate orchestrated by unseen hands, a divine appointment shrouded in mystery, a testament to the power of providence. However, Mordecai remained vigilant, a watchful guardian, a sentinel standing against the encroaching darkness, keeping a close eye on the court, sensing the subtle shifts in power and the hidden agendas lurking beneath the veneer of royal ceremony. He understood the precarious nature of their position, the ever-present danger that lurked beneath the surface of royal splendor, the constant threat of betrayal and intrigue. One day, while engaged in his quiet observations, his ears attuned to the whispers of the court, he overheard a plot by two royal guards, Bigthan and Teresh, two men entrusted with the king's safety, yet corrupted by ambition and treachery, to assassinate the king. A dark conspiracy brewing in the shadows, a venomous plot threatening to plunge the kingdom into chaos and despair. Mordecai promptly informed Esther, trusting in her position, her access to the king, her ability to act as a conduit of truth, who relayed the information to Xerxes, saving his life. A life hanging by a thread, a life unknowingly teetering on the edge of oblivion, a life that would have been extinguished had it not been for the timely intervention. This act of loyalty, a quiet deed of courage, a selfless act of devotion that stemmed from a deep sense of responsibility, was recorded in the royal chronicles, meticulously inscribed, the words carefully penned onto parchment, a testament to her bravery, a record for future generations, though it seemed to go unnoticed at the time, a seed planted in fertile ground, a hidden act of kindness that would bear fruit in due season, a ripple effect that would extend far beyond the immediate moment. This beginning, this intricate tapestry of events, woven together by divine hands, sets the stage for a story about how God places his people in specific positions for greater purposes, weaving them into the tapestry of history, their actions echoing beyond their own understanding, shaping the destiny of nations, influencing the very fabric of their time and beyond, a testament to the divine orchestration of human affairs. It is a story of divine providence, of hidden plans unfolding, of ordinary individuals becoming instruments in the hands of the extraordinary, of the unseen hand guiding the course of events. It is a story of faith, courage, and the quiet power of obedience, a narrative that reveals the subtle yet profound ways in which God works through those who are willing to be used. A story of how a single act of courage can change the course of history. Now we meet Haman, an arrogant and ambitious official elevated to a position of great power by King Xerxes. Haman demanded that everyone bow down to him, but Mordecai, steadfast in his faith, refused. This defiance enraged Haman, who instead of targeting just Mordecai, decided to annihilate all the Jews throughout the Persian Empire. He manipulated King Xerxes, painting the Jews as a rebellious people who did not follow the king's laws. Xerxes, unaware of Esther's Jewish heritage, issued a decree to exterminate them on a specific day. When Mordecai learned of this devastating decree, he sent word to Esther, imploring her to intervene. He reminded her that her position as queen might be for such a time as this. This is the pivotal moment where Esther's faith and courage are tested. She understood that approaching the king unsummoned could mean death, but she also knew she had to act. The moral lesson here is clear. Sometimes God calls us to step into difficult situations, trusting that he will provide the strength we need. Esther, after asking Mordecai and all the Jews in Susa to fast and pray for 3 days, a solemn period of supplication, a collective plea ascending to the heavens, bravely approached the king, her heart pounding with a mixture of fear and unwavering resolve. She entered the inner court, a place of forbidden access, a space where the slightest misstep could mean death. Xerxes, seeing her favor, a recognition of her inherent worth, and the quiet dignity she carried, extended his golden scepter, a gesture of royal mercy, sparing her life, a life that hung precariously in the balance. Esther invited the king and Haman, the king's favored advisor, a man consumed by pride and malice, to a banquet, a carefully orchestrated gathering, where she revealed her Jewish identity, a revelation that shattered the facade of normalcy, and Haman's evil plot, a wicked scheme designed to annihilate her people, a plan birthed in the depths of hatred. At a second banquet, a carefully planned follow-up, she pleaded for her life and the lives of her people, her voice filled with a desperate urgency, a cry for justice against the looming threat of genocide. The king, furious at Haman's treachery, a betrayal of his trust, a violation of his kingdom's peace, ordered him to be hanged on the very gallows he had prepared for Mordecai, a fitting end for a man who sought to inflict such cruelty. A poetic justice served in the royal court. Moreover, Xerxes, recognizing the gravity of the situation, issued a new decree, a royal edict that reversed the tide of fate, allowing the Jews to defend themselves against their enemies, a chance to fight for their survival, to protect their families and their heritage. The Jews prevailed, their courage and unity shining through, and Mordecai was elevated to a position of honor, a recognition of his unwavering loyalty and his pivotal role in their deliverance. a testament to his wisdom and his steadfast faith. The story concludes with the establishment of Purim, a festival celebrating the deliverance of the Jewish people, a joyous commemoration of their miraculous escape from annihilation, a time of feasting, giving, and remembrance, a lasting legacy of their triumph. This story teaches us that God can turn any situation around, even the most dire circumstances, the most seemingly hopeless predicaments. He can use ordinary people, individuals with quiet strength and unwavering faith, to accomplish extraordinary things, feats that defy human expectations, acts that reshape the course of history. And he always honors those who trust in him, those who place their faith in his divine providence, those who rely on his strength in times of adversity. He is the ultimate orchestrator, the master weaver of destinies, the one who brings light out of darkness and hope out of despair. He is the God of the impossible, the one who works in mysterious ways, his purposes unfolding in their appointed time, his love and faithfulness enduring through all generations.
The story of Esther is a powerful reminder that God is always at work, even when we cannot see him. It's a story of courage, faith, and the triumph of good over evil. May we all find the courage to stand for what is right, trusting in God's plan, just as Esther did. For each of us, there may be such a time as this, where we are called to act with faith and conviction. Queen Esther, for such a time as this. All of us, for such a time as this.
Unveil the secrets of Queen Esther. Take the Queen Esther quiz. 1. What is Queen Esther's Hebrew name and what does it mean? 2. What is the name of Queen Esther's husband? 3. Who was the enemy of the Hebrew people at this time period? 4. Who was Mordecai to Queen Esther? 5. What does the phrase "for such a time as this" mean? God's joy gives us strength. Info found in the description. Be blessed. Love God, love people. Remember, forgiveness is the key to a peaceful mind.